your eyes.
I'm going to tell you a little story about a trainer and their Pokemon. It's going to be short and it's going to contain no spoilers so that nobody knows, unless they already do, what this story is about. This trainer, who will go by the name of Purple, had a Pokemon. Their species name isn't important for now, but we will pretend it's a Weavile. Purple challenged a very scary trainer, but Purple wasn't afraid. They had a plan. Yet when the battle began to move forward, Purple's strategy began to fail as their team was reduced to one Pokemon, and it was just Weavile against their opponent's 4 Pokemon. Their entire team still standing. To the crowd, it looked like a done battle. Nothing Purple did could turn the tide, even though Weavile fought hard to knock out one single Pokemon. There seemed to be no hope. Even the opponent, cocky in their victory, taunted Purple by putting Weavile to sleep. Hope seemed lost. It looked like the end of the road for Purple. Hope seemed lost. It looked like the end of the road for Purple. Yet, Purple did not give up. They believed in Weavile, and with nothing left to lose, Purple gave Weavile one final chance, hoping perhaps to make one lasting mark on the battle. Weavile responded. It snapped awake, and against all odds, struck back with all of its ferocity, and knocked out 2 of the opponent's Pokemon in one fell swoop. The crowd cheered. It was a miracle, but it was not over yet. The opponent had one last card as well, a desperate fake out. The battle came down to one final turn. If Weavile could endure but this one final move, the battle was won for Weavile's trainer. If not, it was done. Weavile, weakened on its last limbs, against all odds, took the hit, stayed true, stood tall, and emerged victorious. Alongside Purple, Weavile proved that no matter how hopeless a battle looked, the battle is never over until the final move is made. They proved that until the last Pokemon fainted, a battle is not over. The story I just told you was the story of Giovanni Costa, a trainer in VGC 2017 who recently competed in the North American Pokemon International Championship alongside his Dragonite. Dragonite is a very powerful Pokemon, but even it is not invincible. Yet against all odds, this Dragonite of Giovanni seemed to have heard the prayers of her trainer. In the video clip I'm playing, you see Dragonite asleep by the opponent's Smeargle Spore attack. Asleep and without the protection of its multi-scale, against a Nihiligu's Hidden Power Ice, it seemed the end for Giovanni's Dragonite, which had to face the opponent's entire team alone. For those who don't know, Dragonite's multi-scale ability makes it take half the damage if its health is at full. Another thing is that a Pokemon will never wake up on the turn it's put to sleep, but there is a 33% chance of waking up the following turn. On top of that, the opponent was overconfident of victory, so confident that they left their other offensive Pokemon on the field exposed with a switch-in. With all of this in mind, a low chance to wake up, outnumbered 3-1, there was no way a Pokemon under these conditions should have won, especially when it was originally 1 versus 4. Yet, despite being asleep, without multi-scales protection, with no other items or even the move Protect to hide behind, being hit by a Hidden Power Ice and left with only 13 health, Dragonite woke up, gave off one powerful earthquake, and brought down both the opposing Pokemon in one turn. The next turn came down to one question. Could Smeargle's only offensive move, Fake Out, do 13 damage to win the match or not. The other strategy would have been a Spore and simply stall out the time. But there was that risk of that happening again. A 33% chance of the Dragonite waking up the following turn to attack again. The Smurgle's trainer chose the fake out option. So it all came down to that question. Could fake out finish off the Dragonite? The answer was no. The fake out was not enough. It left Dragonite with 4 health, and with no other options, and not enough health to endure another attack, and finally, no other offensive moves besides the one-time use fake out, Dragonite pulled a come-from-behind victory for Giovanni. It was a victory that, against all odds, by all the laws of logic, seemed impossible to achieve. But it was achieved. In 2014, Pachirisu drew and absorbed the mighty Draco Meteor and shrugged it off with a citrus berry. In 2015, Machamp spread its arms wide and guarded its team against the loudest of hyper voices. And in 2016, Hitmontop intimidated and faked out its opponent even within a trick room against Primal Groudon. But this Dragonite in 2016 proved there are 3 things mightier than any other team you can come up with in the past. The first is that a trainer's belief in their Pokemon can sometimes be all they need to turn the tide of any battle. The second is that no matter how hopeless a battle may seem, if there is even the slimmest chance to win, you should always try to win. And the third and final thing is that no matter the odds, the battle is never over until the final Pokemon faints. I'm Imperator Darius, your Fedora wearing Reshiram. I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.
You've reached the point where you can't go on. Just come to me, you'll be safe from harm. If you trust in me, then I'll trust in you. There's nothing more that I need to do. If you put your hands in front of mine, we'll be shining